You are listening to American Medicine Today, presented by the Bonati Spine Institute. I'm Kimberly Brummel, joined by world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. Alfred Bonati, Aaron Jacobson, and senior fellow Jeff Wagstaff. Well, Aaron, why don't we just get right to it with Dr. Bonati?
Well,
Medicine Today, featuring Alfred Bonati, MD.
Well, I need to tell you that I believe in common sense. So sometimes when we just heard Dr. Haridopoulos, her comments are very, very good, and they're right there on the responsible behavior of a physician. You know, I don't understand this amendment too. When you go to an amendment, you, as she said, you're changing the Constitution. You are really adding something to the Constitution. This is not something that should be there. This should be a regulation, something that, and should be studied and should be prepared in a certain way that we cut all the ages. This running to an amendment and creating something like this. First, you need to remember that this amendment has provide no age restriction.
Right.
So if you don't have age restriction, you can have teenagers going and buying these things. And the important thing, this also has a confidentiality for the qualifying patient.
Right.
So a doctor and a teenager are going to collude in this qualification, and the parents are not going to have anything to say. So the kid is going to be taking marijuana, and the parents will not know or will discover that, and then suddenly will be, by regulation, a physician giving that and protecting this child from the regulation of the house. So what I really think I'm totally against. The caregivers. Well, the caregivers are also, they don't require to have a background checkups. And that's horrendous. That can be the drug pushers that they are going to have the marijuana available, and they're going to push this thing now with the law on their side. This to me is incredible that this thing can be even. I don't know who has this amendment built in this way, because a caregiver can be a pusher. The child can be protected by the doctor who is going to prescribe the thing, and then now we have somebody pushing and selling this product in a massive way. So it's no control. This is, to me, not acceptable either. Now, the other effort is going to be, imagine when you go to a party. Today you go to a party and you are not a person who drinks or smoke, and then suddenly in the party you get a little bit friendly and you have some drinks. So there's going to be another toxic element in these parties. They're going to be add now marijuana. So what happened in these parties, people is going to smoke. So imagine the consequences of driving. We already have problems with alcohol, people driving after parties and things like that, and with alcohol in the body. Can you imagine with marijuana also in the body? So I believe that is going to increase not only the accidents, it's going to increase, but we need to have police involved on that one.
And that's a look at what's new in medicine today with Alfred Bonati, MD.
I think it's true, Dr. Bonati. There was something else that I wanted to talk about, and it's about the current administration and about mistakes. You know, I was always taught that it's important to recognize mistakes so that we can learn from them. And sometimes we take full responsibility for our mistakes, and other times, you know, we just chalk it up to a learning experience. And many times it's even beyond our initial control. However, we need to recognize and either correct our mistakes or at very least vow to ourselves not to repeat them. In this administration, we keep seeing Mistake after mistake after mistake, and there's no accountability. If we have voted for Obama and he's not lived up to his promises, then we need to recognize that voting mistake and not rationalize it. By making excuses and then shielding our eyes and ears from reality, voters must stop wearing those rose-colored glasses. Our own egos need to be put aside so that we can accept the truth. So to be sure that it isn't easy to put your trust in someone and then find out twice that that person, our majority believed and elected, is not able to handle the job the way he repeatedly promised and expected. With the multiple scandals mounting within this administration, and the public needs to recognize their mistake. No one is expected to stand up alone and admit their mistake to everyone. However, American voters do need to stop backing their obvious mistakes with excuses. It is the president and this administration who are at fault for misleading the American voters on so many levels. So finally, the time has come to hold our president and this administration accountable. After a huge list of failures, fraud, and phony excuses blaming everyone else, the president still refuses to accept responsibility and act in the best interest of America. And because the president never accepts responsibility and is never willing to get to the bottom of problems or mistakes, we are now in this huge American mess. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Like I always said, the vote is the only weapon that we have, and we need to use that weapon. And the way to use this weapon is recognize that we are Americans. We're not Republicans or Democrats. We are in this mess together. Unfortunately, the ones that are going to suffer the most are the ones that they need most of the help. We are seeing already in medicine how the people who need the most is now being shuffled to the side. They are without insurance. And people who already had insurance, more than 1 million of that people, is already with a tremendous amount of problems paying more money or without insurance. So this responsibility is just amazing that this individual goes in television and smirk everything and laugh about everything and doesn't really take serious. And at the same time, is not any reaction from the public. This individual needs to be impeached and needs to be removed.
I agree. You are listening to American Medicine Today on News Radio 970 WFLA. Join us this evening, 7 o'clock, WFTS, ABC 28, and we'll see you next week, noon to 1 on News Radio 970 WFLA. Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail. The Bonati Spine Institute is proud to announce more than a 94% patient-reported success rate in over 45,000 patent-protected spine surgical procedures. Call us today at 855-267-0483 or visit us at bonati.com.
All my pain is gone. Today I am totally pain-free. Nothing. No after effect.
I'm pain-free, and I have had to take any pain medication.
Today I am pain-free for the first time in over a year, and it is so awesome.
I only wish I'd known about it earlier. Right now, I am completely without pain.
Sitting here in this office right now, pain-free, eager to enjoy the rest of my life.
I am feeling great.
I feel 100% better, like a new person.
Today I feel absolutely fantastic. It's just incredible, the relief I feel right now.
Today I'm completely pain-free.
During the procedure, I literally felt the pain melt away. It was fantastic.
I feel so good.
It took care of my headaches instantly.
It's incredible. It's really incredible.
It gave me my life back.
It's just wonderful.
I feel fantastic.
It is just absolutely amazing.
So I'm hoping to be climbing hills in a few weeks.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail.